Вот он летит. Сейчас въебет. Киска, мы бежим. Сейчас пизданет.
Ukrainian forces have successfully struck the command post of Russia's 8th Guards Combined Arms Army in occupied Donetsk, marking another precise hit on a key Russian headquarters. The attack follows a previous strike on July 3rd, which also targeted the same army command post, the second successful operation within a week. According to the Ukrainian General Staff, the latest strike additionally hit the command post of Russia's 20th Motorized Rifle Division in the Donetsk region. Ukrainian intelligence is currently assessing the scale of Russian losses, but early reports suggest significant disruption to command and control in the area. Also, Ukraine's Special Operations Forces struck two key Russian air defense assets: the P-14F Lena long-range radar near Buturlinovka Air Base and the Sopka 2 tracking radar in Harmashivka, both in Voronezh region. Both systems were designed to counter Ukrainian drones, but failed. Drone operators of Ukraine's 5th Assault Brigade struck a howitzer, a self-propelled gun in cover, and eliminated 2 D-20 along with a mortar. Ukraine's 5th Separate Assault, Kyiv Brigade, continues intense operations on the Kramatorsk axis, recently destroying Russian artillery, a self-propelled gun, 2 D-20 howitzers, and a mortar, according to the brigade's press service and Ukrainian outlets. Ukrainian command says the unit is methodically locating and striking enemy fire positions to blunt Russian attacks and support broader offensive efforts. Signum unit of the 93rd Mechanized Brigade destroyed 4 Russian artillery pieces on the Lyman front. 3 were hidden in camouflaged revetments, while the 4th was actively firing. The Signum unit began in early 2022 as a volunteer component of the 93rd Separate Mechanized Brigade, Kolodny Yar. It gained recognition for using FPV kamikaze drones, famously in the Blue Door attack, and has been credited with destroying large numbers of enemy drones and vehicles. A Ukrainian one-way drone casually cruises thousands of kilometers from the border over a Russian refinery in Orenburg Oblast, projecting full confidence and dominance. Terrified guards fire a few weak shots, all misses, proving utterly useless. Head of the Presidential Office, Andriy Yermak, confirms the EU is preparing legal grounds to intercept Russia's Shadow Fleet tankers in the Baltic Sea, citing last year's Ukrainian sanctions proposals. At least 16 unflagged ships may be detained under Article 110 of the UN Convention. The 19th EU sanctions package could blacklist 120 more tankers, raising the total to 568. Russia launched a massive drone strike on Chernihiv overnight, setting off explosions that sparked large fires and blanketed the city in smoke. Multiple key power supply sites were hit, leaving around 50,000 people without electricity. Emergency crews are working to restore power. Earlier reports indicate that in the evening of October 1st, Russian strikes hit energy infrastructure in Slavutich, causing outages in the local community, parts of Chernihiv region, and a 3-hour total blackout at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. On October 2nd, Konotop and Shostka districts in Sumy region were partially left without electricity due to Russian attacks. On October 3rd, Russia carried out another combined strike on energy facilities, including gas infrastructure. Ukrainian drone units from the 15th Karadog National Guard Operational Brigade are destroying boats Russian forces use to transport ammunition and supplies across a river. Ukraine has effectively turned rivers into natural defensive lines, using them to slow and expose Russian forces attempting to cross. Whenever Russian engineers try to deploy pontoon bridges or ferry equipment across, Ukrainian artillery, drones, and precision munitions strike immediately, destroying crossings and inflicting heavy losses. This tactic has repeatedly devastated Russian advances along rivers like the Seversky Donets and in areas of the Kursk and Donetsk regions. By targeting both crossings and supply routes, Ukraine is using terrain and technology together to block movement and cripple logistics. Russian assault troops after storming Ukrainian positions.
Отдельно-штурмовая бригада «Урал» благодарит всех неравнодушных людей в помощи оказания вот таких удобных носилок, благодаря которым мы спасаем своих парней. Огромная вам благодарность, ребята.
The Pantsir-S group from the 3rd Special Operations Forces Regiment destroyed Russian vehicles on the Pokrovsk direction, hitting a Bukhanka van, 2 motorcycles and a car, killing 2 occupiers. The Pantsir-S group, part of Ukraine's 3rd Special Operations Forces Regiment, continues to operate aggressively on the Pokrovsk axis, focusing on mobility and precision strikes against Russian supply and reconnaissance elements. Recently, the unit successfully ambushed a small convoy, destroying a Bukhanka van, 2 motorcycles and a car, resulting in the elimination of 2 Russian personnel. This operation highlights the unit's use of rapid, targeted actions to disrupt enemy movement, logistics, and situational awareness. On this sector of the front, Russian forces have been attempting to reinforce positions and conduct patrols, but Ukrainian Special Operation Forces activity is creating constant pressure. By targeting vehicles and small detachments, units like Pantsir-S slow Russian advances, limit their operational reach, and force commanders to divert resources to protect supply lines. The front remains contested, with Ukrainian forces exploiting local terrain, intelligence, and mobility to maintain initiative and inflict steady attrition on occupying units. A steel border unit's fiber-optic FPV drone flew nearly 15 kilometers, slipped under anti-drone nets, and entered a Russian command post on the northern Slobozhanshchina direction, border guards reported. The steel border unit, part of Ukraine's offensive guard, has effectively utilized FPV drones to target and destroy Russian surveillance systems, including the Murom-M and Murom-P complexes. The 114th Territorial Defense Brigade released footage showing elimination of loitering drones and strikes on Russian infantry near Kupiansk. The 114th Territorial Defense Brigade has been actively defending the Kupiansk sector, combining traditional infantry operations with advanced drone countermeasures. Recently, the unit successfully neutralized loitering drones, preventing Russian reconnaissance and targeting, while simultaneously striking enemy infantry positions. These operations demonstrate the brigade's adaptability, using both technology and ground maneuvers to protect key areas, disrupt Russian advances, and maintain control over vital approaches in this contested part of the front. Greece plans to transfer 60 M110A 203mm howitzers, 150,000 shells, and thousands of 70mm and 127mm rockets to Ukraine via a Czech-led defense agreement, according to FSIN. These systems, deemed obsolete by Greece, will be delivered as is from military stockpiles.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.